This seems like it's overplayed, but a lot of my friends know that I don't cry at anything. That's like the first prop. Hey there dudes, I'm Laddie and welcome to another video. So, in this video, I am going to be speaking about at the beginning here how to actually apply for a passport when you're changing your gender, and on the passport you're changing your name and your photo. So I changed all three, and my address for that matter. I changed all three of those. So my name, photo and my address I changed. A name, photo, address and gender I changed, sorry. So I changed a lot. So basically I cover all sorts in this video. And also, if you want to have a sort of like how to do it, there's a lot of links on gov.co.uk that I sort of used to find out what I was applicable for, and they'll all be in the links down below. So I hope this really helps you guys, because I know that I did all this alone, I did all the research alone. It was sort of awkward to find out how to do it and what you need to include and everything by myself. So I will be showing you everything I included. I don't have all of the documents because they've kept some of the documents, but everything that's included. First thing we will speak about is, I don't have it with me right now because it's been sent off obviously. The first thing I'm going to speak about is the actual documentation. So you can apply for a new passport online with an online form where you fill it all out, or you can apply with you can go down to a local post office or a local office area. This is mainly in the UK, by the way, this tutorial. I don't know if this is the same in America. So sorry guys, you guys from America watch anyway, and I'll try and find some links for you guys. I actually went down to my post office and I got the documentation, like the paperwork, and you fill it out. So what you do is you fill out your name, you fill out all your sort of details, and you fill out your name, and then you fill out first, and then you fill out your original name or any previous names. Because it does ask you, are you male or female? You tick the box that you want to have on your passport. So you tick, once you've put your new name in, and then when it says under any previous names, you put what your old name was. Then in the gender part, you tick, for example, if you're like me, a trans man, I ticked male, and you don't have any explanation, you don't say I'm male because I'm transgender just yet. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Or actually, I'll tell you about that now. So when you tick I'm male for transgender, or if you're a transgender male, you tick a transgender man, you tick male, and if you're a transgender woman, you tick female, and that's the one you want on your passport. And you have to enclose, for the gender change part of it, you have to enclose a written thing from like a gender recognition certificate, or a written note from a gender therapist. Like, for example, I had a written note from Dr. Lorimer saying, it's actually got, the above named is a trans man, female to male transitioner who's attending my private sector clinic. Gender care. I can confirm Mr. Norman has made an official name change and has been living successfully in a male role. In my opinion, the patient is stable and permanent in his chosen gender role, and I'd be grateful if you'd issue a male passport to him in accordance with this. So he signed that, that got sent off. I'm part of the proof that I'm male, as they say, or, you know, a man, as they say. And then also you need to send off with it, you need to send off a handwritten note as to why you've changed your name and gender. My handwritten note just said I'm a transgender male, and I'm changing my name and gender on it because I'm transgender, and that's part of my transition. That's who I am and what I identify as. And I'm changing the photo because my likeness has changed. So that's the sort of thing you need to put in the note, just to explain why you're changing it. And when it comes to the original part where you write down, first you write down the name that you want to have on the passport, and then you write down your previous name, you need to send a deed poll. I've got one from the deed poll office in London, UK deed poll office in London. That's actually quite a good one to go with. They're quite prestigious, they're seen, you know, than the main office. So I added that for the name change, but I also sent a piece of documentation which was from Lloyds Bank. It was a letter from Lloyds Bank with the name Mr. Tobias Norman on, to show that I'm using my name in my everyday life. So because that letter had Mr. Tobias Norman on, it shows that with my banking, I'm actually using that name in my everyday life. And also the fact it says Mr. So I changed, I put that in, so I'd put in the segment for my new name and my new, my new name and my new gender on the thing. And I basically sent also over, this is my passport. You have to send your passport as well. The passport that you have now, so that they can cut it and they can give you a new one. And when I sent that over, I got my friend, my best friend's dad, who's known me for years. He's a business owner who has to sign the back and write a little bit about how he knows me. In the back, they've got to have known you for a certain amount of years, all the links that will show information about that below. And they have to write your new name. They have to also, one of the photos of you, they have to write on the back, yes, this is a likeness to the person. They have to write, this is a likeness to Tobias Eli Norman, this photo, on the back, and they have to sign it. And they also have to sign the piece of documentation at the back that says, yes, this person I do know and I can vouch for them. So that's one thing, you get them to sign the back of the thing. Once you've filled out all the details about yourself, your family, what you need in this new passport, you put the photos in that you want to get put into the passport, the new photo of yourself that you want in the passport. You put that in the envelope as well, and then you, I don't know, did I put anything else in? I think that was it. So an overall list of what I sent off was, I sent off my original passport, I sent off a deed poll stating my name and title change from Miss Tia Elizabeth Norman to Mr. Tobias Eli Norman. I also put in a letter from Lloyds Bank stating my full name, Mr. Tobias Norman, so that it shows that or you can use a bank statement with your new name, showing that I've basically done that I've been using my name, and a letter from a gender specialist saying that or a doctor saying you're not likely to change your gender, and just saying if they could change it to male. So that's everything that I included, and among that you need to remember to add the handwritten note explaining why you were changing all these things. And what you should do is you should get back a passport. So in the second half of the video, you've seen a snippet at the beginning of what it gets like, but you're going to see my reaction to when the documents came back to me and when my passport came back to me. So yeah, that was a big thing. What I did when I sent all this to the passport office, I thought it was going to be longer, but I sent it off, and it didn't take that long. And also I got check and send. If it's a complicated thing like this, in the UK, I would recommend you go to the post office, you get check and send, where they check all your documents for you and before they send it off, so you know that it's not going to get rejected or sent back. Anyway, yeah, so that was all okay. I do have the passport now. Enjoy watching me react to getting my first passport, like in the new gender and name and photo. Oh, breaking the desk. Oh my god. Okay, right. I just grabbed the camera because I just got back in from a day at Surrey Satellite Systems. We were doing an open day to see whether I wanted to whether I wanted to work there in the future. Oh, dropping the camera. To see whether I wanted to work there in the future, what it looks like there, what's the cool stuff there. And I came home and you'll never guess what. You'll never guess what. I think it is. It's going to be really awkward if it isn't. But they said tomorrow they were going to send me my passport, my new name, my new gender, and like my new photo on. And over there, it's literally over there. If you have a look here, I'm actually probably shouldn't show, you know, I'm going to blur the screen out. but it's right there. I'll blur that area so you guys can't see. I better quickly run to the kitchen because I just put some food on for me to eat when I got back. Just put some leftover takeaway to warm in the microwave. Anyway, so I kind of want to quickly sit down and open up my passport, and I want to have a look at it because I'm very excited. Very excited indeed. Okay, so right, I don't know which one to open. There's this small one. There's a small one here to open. Trying not to show my address on. Ooh, there's a passport in here. Okay, right. Okay. Your new passport, more information. Please be assured your passport is signed. So I have to sign my passport, basically. It's a valuable document. Okay. Checklist for travellers. Before you go, things you need to know. I'm going to read that later. That's general stuff. I think the main thing you guys care about on this channel is the passport. And I'm going to open it and I'm going to look at it. And this is going to be the reaction of me opening my first male passport in my new name. Oh wow, I look styling in this photo. I don't cry. I'm not the sort of person that cries on camera. And I'm emotional also because I need food. But this seems like it's overplayed, but a lot of my friends know that I don't cry at anything. And I'll blur out anything that probably shouldn't be on camera. Basically, there's my photo and everything, and Norman, Tobias Eli Norman, and it says male there. And I know that it's like a silly thing. So I hate all this fucking cheesy crying stuff. It really annoys me. But I know it looks silly, but that's like the first it's like the first proper document I've like ever sort of had that like said male on it. I don't know. There's just been a lot that I've had to do to just get this one small letter of M. There's a lot I've had to do just to get this one small letter of M onto my passport. It represents something that's so much bigger than me, if that makes any sense. Like being I don't want to get all, you know, whatever, but being able to actually have it to say male on the passport, even though I was born female, is in my body. You couldn't do this like in the last century, or, you know, or it wasn't actually like it's still hard to get done, but before you just couldn't do it. It actually now says that on my passport. Yeah, this is I'm actually speechless for once, and I'm quite looking also forward to I'm looking forward to getting my ID in my new one, because once I've got a passport in it, I should be able to get my ID and everything. It came back so fast. It was only a few weeks ago and it came back pretty much immediately, so I'm glad that nothing went wrong with the thing and I've actually got it. And I didn't think it would be that emotional, but I don't know, just seeing, I know I've had a letter from my doctor saying that he diagnoses me as being male, but just seeing that this sort of like passport office, which is so awkward with these kind of things, like actually changing it, like this is me now. And then before I felt like every time someone looked at my ID I had to validate myself, be like, oh no I'm not, like, you know. But now if someone looks at my passport I can, you know, like, it's me. I'm just so excited to be able to actually use that as, you know, a passport now, and I'm really looking forward to the stamps that I can get in that passport, you know. Luckily it's on time for my holiday in holiday in Barcelona, and we're going Barcelona and Paris, me and Josh, in like one big gay queer holiday that we're basically going on. We're really excited because I just sent him a photo. As soon as I got home I was just like, ooh, because I saw the thing and I was like, it must be from the passport office, because they did send me a message saying it would come like soon. So let's get past that the whole emotional thing. Because that I didn't expect to cry just looking at a passport. It's not really something you expect to do. Oh, I'm gonna tear up again. I better cherish my tears while I can, because apparently when you start taking testosterone you can't really cry as much as you did before. So you know what, I'm gonna cherish me being all emotional. I'm not really the most emotional person, but you know. That was my old passport. It says female, it says Tia Elizabeth Norman, and that is not me anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel so validated looking at them side by side. Look pretty styling. I had a nice hairdo, got my hair cut that day. Those two people right there, those are two completely different people. That guy right there, and even though it's the same, it's me, I was that person. I remember taking that photo. I don't feel like I belong to those memories because I was in such... It wasn't me before, and I can't believe I didn't know who I was back then. But now there, I don't know, I've got a little smirk. Don't know if you can see, I sort of smirked. The original one I looked so lost, and I know you can't say much about it, but you know, you can't say, oh yeah, you're smirking the new one. That doesn't mean you're necessarily, you know, happier. But now that I've opened it up, I've got the passport, I've got everything. I'm actually filming this before what you've seen before this, so I'm about to film basically how to, you know, how I got this passport and everything, the documents that I gave to them, and what I did to actually get the passport. But for now, thank you guys for watching this video. At the end there, got a bit emotional. I did cry, yep, that's, I don't often like to cry on camera, especially on camera. I didn't expect I would. Find it kind of awkward, but I hope, like, all of you guys out there are having a good experience with this sort of stuff, or you enjoyed watching the video, or this video helps you get yourself a passport, or you've got a new passport recently in your you know, acquired gender, the gender that you are, like, and with your new name and new photo and everything. Please let me know in the comments down below, because I absolutely love hearing your stories, and I love, you know, hearing like how you guys are doing with sort of like your experience with the same sort of thing. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. The next thing that should be, next video update on my sort of transition, if that makes any sense, is it should be if I get my blood results, if I get my actual prescription for testosterone, I'm going to do a video on how I get my blood results, but unfortunately it's taking a while for me to get testosterone. I don't know when that'll be, but that should be the next sort of video. Thank you guys for watching. Again, please subscribe if you're new. I would absolutely love you guys to pop onto the channel. There's been a few new lovelies coming in here and there. Anyway, thank you. Bye. Bye.